Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about radio, and we're talking about how does radio actually make money, because before I joined radio I never even thought about it. You put the radio on in the car, right, you tune in, but you don't pay to do that. So how can they possibly fund themselves on revenue? Well, it turns out there's a few ways they make money. Firstly, you do radio advertisements, so you do radio ads for businesses. Like if you've ever heard on Capital, like Octopus Energy, they may be paying for a 3-month, 6-month, 12-month campaign, and it would include things like daily advertising. It essentially gives exposure for those businesses and it gives income for the radio station. Next up, you have sponsors. Again, think about Capital, they have their Jingle Bell Ball, right? Well, in 2023, it was Barclays, the official sponsor. They were on all their social posts. Every time they mentioned the Capital Jingle Bell Ball, they mentioned sponsored by Barclays. Again, exposure for that brand, for Barclays, and an income stream for the radio station. Obviously, the likes of Capital will have a huge reach, and therefore that business is being publicised to a whole load of listeners. But not just listeners, because in Now Age we also have social media, so it's also advertised to all of the online visitors. Some radio stations will also offer some creative services too, such as designing your website for you and generally supporting your business, e.g. on social media. For example, you might do a paid collaboration to post about the business on the radio station social media as a one-off. There may also be a membership subscription whereby businesses or people will pay a monthly or annual fee and they'll get regular advertising with that. They might get a professional radio ad made for that. They might get invited to VIP member events. You also have investors, because depending on the state of the radio station, how big it is and how long it's been going, you may well have someone put a huge chunk of money in order for it to keep going. In that sense, it's a form of revenue too. One thing that was offered at the radio station I was working for, and also similar to what Capital do, they offered something called the Global Academy, which is essentially where you can have a radio experience. It is for people that are just starting out in their media journey and they might want some hands-on experience. You therefore might pay for a 90-minute session, a 1-day session, a 1-week course, and so on. In that sense, you're also promoting creative careers in media, which you know I love doing. And finally, you have events. So if you have any events that the radio station might put on, again, I'm talking about Capital, but the Jingle Bell Ball, you pay for tickets and any profits made from that will go into the radio station. Then we have what's called OB, which stands for outside, and it's event broadcast. So businesses, events, or people might pay for the radio station to come and live broadcast from that area. I don't know about you, but I genuinely didn't think that there was that many ways that radio could make money, and I'm sure this is not an exhaustive list, but genuinely I just thought, people might pay for a one-off advertising, but there's definitely some more income streams for radio. It's a really interesting concept because you're essentially always paying for some kind of publicity. That is what you're getting in return for your money. But radio stations are still going. I don't know what you listen to, be it BBC Radio 1, Heart, Kiss, Capital, but they are still going. It's a really exciting industry to work for, and I hope you found this video useful.